Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations. In today's video, we're going to be diving back into some Cookie Run Kingdom, and I'm going to be bringing you guys my first impressions on the brand new Frost Queen. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, so starting us off here for the first impressions video for the Frost Queen. We've got the brand new legendary here up on screen. We currently have her sitting at a level 55, so we still got 5 more levels to go before we can really test her true potential. She is going to be a magic user and placed in the middle line of your team composition, just like Seafaring. Now, I definitely want to say right here, right off the bat, is that it is still early on, guys. Very, very early on. The cookie literally just came out, like, what, not even 48 hours ago. And with that being said, guys, there's still a ton of testing that still needs to be done on not only myself, but other content creators, and not only that, other people in the community that do a lot of this stress testing for the individual cookie. So for this video, we're just going to be diving into my first impressions and some topping sets that I've been trying, and what I have seen that has been working, and what I have seen that's not working, and where I think she's going to excel. So with that being said, let's dive into the overall skill. We've got Freezing Squall. Cast a squall of freezing energy, dealing damage and freezing all enemies. Once frozen, the target's cooldown will be paused and will receive an additional portion of damage when thawed. Basically kind of like a burst, AoE damage, if you think about it that way. And then it says, if the freeze debuff is dispelled, the targets will not receive the additional damage. And then it says Frost Queen herself is also immune to freezing. And then we've got a single hit damage of 115.8%. And then we've got freezing time, a total of 2 seconds. Now, it is absolutely ridiculous when it comes to running Frost Queen up against certain team compositions, because if you can pop off that 2-second freeze, it's going to be insane. I honestly think it's going to be a game changer, especially when it comes to the overall PvP arena, because that 2 seconds is a massive deal. And especially pairing Frost Queen with somebody like Seafaring, where you're going to be getting, the 2-second freeze, and not only that, the final burst damage on that freeze, but then you're also going to be landing that, 3-second stun for Seafaring as well. That's a total of 5 seconds that the enemy cookies can be potentially immobilized, which is going to be insane and can definitely change the tide of a battle. Now, essentially diving in here to the overall topping sets. Now, I've been trying out a couple of different sets. I've tried a full cooldown build. I've also tried a full searing raspberry build, and then I've also tried a bunch of different mix sets, trying to really just hone in on what I think Frost Queen cookie is going to be, best at, or at least, worth running when it comes to toppings. For me personally, in my team composition, I'll show you that in a second here in the arena, but this is what I'm currently using, and I know it looks really goofy. We're basically running 4 cooldown or swift chocolates, and we're running 1 searing raspberry. Now, the reason for this is because we really are trying to strive to get her cooldown to at least 16.7%, because that's going to be what we need in order to get that skill to pop off within 4 seconds of a arena match. And the reason why we're going for 4 seconds is because that's how everybody has built their Seafaring currently. So the idea here is to basically trade off with the enemy's, Seafaring, or potentially go faster than the enemy's Seafaring. So that's going to lead us to, think that cooldown might be the better way to go to take advantage of that. But the 1 searing raspberry does give us a little bit more attack by utilizing this build. Another build that we also tried that I think is still a very vital build, if you can get lucky on these substats, is going to be a full searing raspberry set. Because Frost Queen is a damage dealer, does damage, you can obviously run a full, attack set. But with that being said, though, guys, you really need to get really good substats, and those substats would 100% include additional damage resistance, 100% include additional cooldown, especially when you were trying to get, like I said, Frost Queen's skill to pop off at that 4-second mark. If you can't get that via the substats for your searing raspberries, it might not be the end of the world, because just know that as long as you can somehow time Frost Queen's ability to pop off when the 1-minute timer kicks in, basically once that 1-minute timer ticks, then 100% damage buff is on for everybody, you and the enemy. If you can happen to get Frost Queen's ability to pop off right then and take advantage of that extra 100% damage, it might actually not be needed to have that additional cooldown to, to make sure the Frost Queen goes first. But definitely going to need that additional damage resistance, crit resistance for the overall arena. And then, like I said, whatever attack that you can also accumulate would be really, really nice, because you definitely need that damage resistance for Frost Queen to stay alive through whatever the enemy throws at you first, if you are banking on that, 100% increased damage at the 1 minute mark. Yeah, and like I said, guys, we're still doing some testing here, but these are going to be the two sets that I have absolutely worked hand with. And that I do actually think that they hold some value. Again, that's going to be a full Searing Raspberry set, and then it's going to be these 4 cooldown with 1 Searing Raspberry. Now, again, I know it's very unique. It might not be the end-all, be-all set once we really boil down to everything and we do some additional testing, but as of right now, that's what is working currently for me and my team composition. You guys let me know down below in the comments if you have any other suggestions that I should try. Alrighty, so now officially diving in here, we're going to just try out something like a stage 10-16. Now, again, I'm just trying to get really, really close to matching the overall attack power. We are going to only be running pure vanilla, and we're going to be running the brand new Frost Queen. I'm going to probably play it safe, run these simple treasures. This is not going to be a end-all, be-all build once again. I'm just getting in here, and I want to just test it out. Now, for my Frost Queen, I do have a full Searing Raspberry set on, just to try to maximize the overall damage output and not really focus so much on, the cooldown, and that's strictly just because we're running, World Exploration. I don't know if it cooldown is going to really be vital in the World Exploration, just because it really boils down to having the most attack, versus beating, a specific timer. However, with the exception of boss stages, obviously, you need to probably be focused in on a little bit of cooldown, just to hopefully you can do additional damage, but I don't think you're really going to want to use her on a boss, because the stun or the freeze doesn't really take an effect, and she does AoE damage, and for bosses, single target damage is best. So let's get in here and see what we can actually do. I'm curious to see how much damage that she can output, just by getting in here at level 55 at a 1-star promotion. We're going to then swap in my Sea Fairy, which again is level 60 at a 3-star promotion. So it's not really the best comparison between the two, but I still want to give you guys my first impressions of what my thoughts are when it comes to the overall damage that she can do. And then again, when it comes to a composition, guys, I definitely still think that a good, a good play between utilizing Sea Fairy and utilizing Frost Witch on the exact same team is still very, very good, because you're going to be able to utilize both of the, AoE abilities and stuns. All right, so we've almost got the guy killed here, which is not bad. I mean, I didn't think that we would have a problem killing it. We're like, 5,000 more attack power than this stage, but it's taken us a little bit to kill it. But all right, there we go. All right, so with that being said, let's see what our overall results are. And like I mentioned before, we're going to go ahead and throw in Sea Fairy, and we're just going to pair the two, even though they aren't apples to apples. All right, so we've got 1.9 mil, almost 2 million damage. All right, so I'm going to assume that Sea Fairy here, because she's got the 5 additional levels, she's probably going to do more damage, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and throw this in. We're still looking for a direct comparison here. We've got a 3-star, so we've got a 3-star promotion on a full level 60 Sea Fairy, and I am running the split build. I am running 3 Searing Raspberries and 2 Swift Chocolates for my Sea Fairy. That's literally only for the overall arena, just to get that 5-second, cooldown on her skill right off the bat. So let's see what we can do here. Obviously, Sea Fairy is having no problem clearing this. This is way too easy for my level 60 Sea Fairy. But with that being said, let's just see how much the damage is in comparison. Again, we're running pure vanilla just to keep them alive, but I don't even think Sea Fairy would even need it at this point, as fast as she's killing everything. So we're already halfway through. Very nice. All right, final boss, maybe? Nope, not yet. One more wave. Yeah, I mean, I think the overall AoE, if you're looking to run a full AoE comp, I definitely think that Frost Queen and Sea Fairy can pair very, very well together. Again, I think just like when it comes to the arena, trying to hone in on timing their individual skills accordingly is obviously going to make a massive difference. And especially when it comes to Frost Queen, you want to really make sure that you are getting that, ability timed just right. And maybe if you're not looking to time it off, for 4 seconds at the beginning, if you can tank some of those hits, having that additional damage resistance and substats, you should be able to pop off that ability on that 1 minute mark. All right, so let's take a look and see what the damage is. Dude, less damage. 1.8. Now, I'm not sure. Okay, so it's less damage. What? Interesting. I was not expecting that. So I wonder what that all entails. Now, I don't know because you would think that the amount of damage that is outputted here in total damage you would think isn't over damage, right? Like if it's not over damage, then that definitely means that Frost Queen was putting out a lot more damage. Very interesting, like a whole 100,000 more. Alrighty, so now officially diving in here to some PvP, guys. I'm going to show you exactly what this team composition can do. And again, once again, we're going to be utilizing the pure vanilla and we're going to be utilizing strawberry crepe. We could easily swap these two out for, you know, holly berry, obviously, if we weren't using pure vanilla. And then we can also utilize cotton because I definitely think that's going to be a very good way to go in the long run. We see this composition already starting to build up. And again, I think this is very, very good. For my team comp, though, because I am a little bit lower level at this level 55 and level 52 for my strawberry crepe, I'm going to make sure that I am running the revive feather just so then that way, hopefully, somebody, if they do die, can stay alive. Alrighty, and then with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in here and check out this team. So this team is a little bit lower attack power than mine currently. Their treasures are a little bit lackluster, but I just want to try to hopefully be able to take them on and kill them to get the win. I definitely don't want to lose because I will lose out on some treasures. So let's try this out here and see how good it is. So you can see that we currently got Frost Queen at the exact same cooldown initially for that 4 seconds as we have our Sea Fairy. Again, this is going to, you know, allow us to hopefully do the exact same, you know, pop off as the enemy Sea Fairy if they are running one. So let's see what we can do. Man, it's actually getting pretty close. Okay, never mind. All right, so Pure Vanilla brought us back to life here. We've currently got, they've only got 18. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. So after the 1 minute mark, obviously we had Sea Fairy go and wreck the entire team. But that's going to show you guys just a little bit of how it works. All right, we're going to go ahead and look at the overall damage output. You can see here that only 426 damage or, you know, 1,000 has been done by the brand new Frost Queen. And you can see that 917 was being done by Sea Fairy. Again, that's going to be from that 3-star promotion. And then also going to be because of that level 60. So those 5 additional levels. So let's hop out of here. Let's see if we can actually take on another one. This is a little bit low at 480. Let's do a quick refresh here. And let's try to find something a little bit stronger than our overall team comp. Now, I don't know if I can get a 685. That's going to be... Oh, but the treasures are lackluster. We might be able to. We might be able to. Now, they do have a Sea Fairy at level 63 stars, just like mine, and they do have a Black Raisin at a 5-star level 60, and I don't know what this guy is back here. I say we try it. Let's just try it. What's the worst that happens, right? We just die. We lose a bunch of trophies, you know, when we go down a rank. All right, let's see. Pumpkin Pie here right off the bat. Very nice. We got the first ability AoE. We've got the stun off as well. We did not get a kill on Pure Vanilla, which is kind of sad because I was really hoping we could at least get that so they wouldn't have any additional healing being done. Pure Vanilla brings us back. Can we kill him? Can we do it? We can. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very good example of what you can see that can potentially be done in the overall arena. Once again, guys, that was a 685, I believe, 1,000 attack, way more, almost 100,000 more than what my team is. I mean, we cleared it with a level 55 Frost Queen. My treasures obviously were a little bit arguably better when it comes to things like the old Pilgrim Scroll, but looking at this overall, man, 565,000 attack. We had 906,000 done by Sea Fairy. Once again, that's just going to be the difference in the 5 levels and then also the additional promotions. Very, very nice, man. I can't believe we actually got that win. I'm impressed. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, guys, keep in mind that testing is going to continue to go on. This is just my very first impressions when it comes to utilizing the Frost Queen, checking out some different topping sets that I can run on her and just see which ones are going to be overall better. As always, guys, I invite you to drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on Frost Queen, and if you got a build that you think that I should try to do, I might be able to feature that in a video for you guys. I'll give you guys a shout out, of course. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when we go live. And by the way, just a little spoiler alert, we will be going live here tonight on the channel at 8 p.m. CST, and I hope to see everybody there. And without being said, I will see you guys on the next one.